Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Let's dive in. The night glowed with champagne and pride, the kind she lived for. Hook, it was her birthday. Our home turned into a stage of laughter and attention, and she was the star. Every candle flickered against glass walls. Every guest looked at her like the main event, and she soaked it in. I stood by the bar, smiling politely, watching her glide through talks, her laugh too loud, her hand staying too long on shoulders that weren't mine. She was radiant, yes, but her light no longer warmed me. It blinded her. Her friend Kevin, loud and arrogant, the type who thought charm bought everything, was on his third drink when he made me his target. "You're a lucky man," he said, smirking loud for the crowd. "But tell me, how does it feel being married to the woman everyone wants?" The laughter wasn't kind. It was sharp, cruel, the type that enjoys watching someone squirm. My wife threw her head back and laughed with them, her hand on Kevin's shoulder like it was harmless. But her eyes flicked to me, waiting for a reaction, like this was a test of how much she could get away with. Hook, I didn't give her the satisfaction. I smiled, let the silence stretch, and walked toward them calmly. I looked him dead in the eye and said I'd answer, but it seems you're asking from experience. Tell me, Kevin, how does it feel wanting what you'll never have? His smirk froze. The air shifted. Conversations stopped. Every person felt it. That quiet fury that doesn't shout, but chokes. My wife's laugh died. Her smile turned to shock. What the hell was that, Daniel? She snapped, voice rising. You're embarrassing me. Embarrassing her? Not the man who mocked her husband. Not the joke she'd joined, but me. I met her eyes and said softly, no love. I just reminded your friend that marriage still means something, even if you've forgotten. That's when she lost it. She stepped closer, perfume sweet, words poison. Apologize to him, she ordered, voice shaking with anger. Apologize or we're done. The room went dead quiet. Forks paused. Whispers floated. People waited, expecting the husband to fold for peace. But peace had died long ago, buried under her casual disrespect, secret texts, smug belief I'd never walk. I stared at her long enough for her to see I wasn't that man anymore. Then I smiled, calm, like a man who'd already decided. Okay, I said. We're done. The color drained from her face. She blinked like she'd misheard. Kevin tried to laugh nervously, but it cracked. Hey man, it was just a joke, he muttered, bravado gone. I nodded. Yeah, I said, turning away. So was our marriage. I set my drink down, straightened my jacket, and walked out. Behind me, murmurs turned to chaos. She called my name once, twice, but I didn't turn. The door closing was quiet, but it sounded like freedom. Outside, the night air bit cold, but it felt real. The first honest thing in months. My phone buzzed, but I didn't check. I drove through the sleeping city, past glowing signs and empty streets, until the overlook where we'd promised forever. I parked, leaned back, and let silence swallow everything. I wasn't angry. I was empty. And in that emptiness, peace. By midnight, messages flooded. First sharp. How dare you walk out? Then softer. Please call. I didn't mean it. Then desperate. Come home. We can fix this. I didn't reply. Every word was a reminder she only wanted peace when the crowd was gone. Apologies were shows, not change. By 2 a.m., she showed up at my apartment door. Mascara smudged, voice trembling. She said the words I'd once begged for. I'm sorry. But it was too late. Sorry isn't worth much after respect is gone. I looked at her, really looked, and saw the woman I loved buried under one who needed attention more than loyalty. I said softly, you made me the villain because I refused to be your fool. I'm okay with that. She reached for my hand, but I stepped back. For the first time, she saw I wasn't bluffing. Tears welled, real now. Not for show, just a woman realizing she laughed her way out of a marriage she thought was unbreakable. She whispered, you really mean it, don't you? I nodded. Yes, you said we're done. I just agreed. The next morning, word spread. Her friends texted in confusion. Some defended her. Others said they'd seen it coming. She tried to control the story, calling it a misunderstanding. But no lie hid the truth. I walked away, and she learned what done really means. It wasn't anger. It wasn't revenge. It was silence. The kind after a storm that never ends. Months later, I saw her again, older, quieter, regret like a shadow. She didn't speak. She didn't need to. The memory was in her eyes. She wanted to win the crowd. I chose to win my peace. And in the end, the loudest sound between us was the silence she once dared me to give her. Now she lived in it alone, forever remembering the night her own joke became her downfall.